The night sky was quiet. The stars were shining. The moon was full. Everything felt normal. But then, something strange happened. A bright light appeared in the sky. It was not a star. It was moving fast, too fast. People in different parts of the world looked up. Some thought it was a shooting star. Some thought it was a missile. But it was something else. Something unknown. In the middle of the desert, there was a loud explosion. The ground shook. Birds flew away. Animals ran. A huge cloud of smoke rose in the air. The object had crashed. Within minutes, the military arrived. Helicopters circled the area. Soldiers surrounded the crash site. They saw something they had never seen before. A large ship. Silver, burnt on one side, glowing from inside. It did not look human. The ship's door was half open. Smoke came out. The soldiers moved slowly. Guns ready. A loud sound echoed from inside, a deep breathing noise. And then they saw it. A creature. Tall, thin, skin like glass. Eyes big and black. It was not human, but it was alive. It looked weak. Hurt. It did not try to attack. It raised its hands slowly and sat down on the ground. The soldiers captured it. The news was hidden from the public. The government said it was a weather satellite crash. But inside a secret military base, the alien was kept in a special glass cage. No one was allowed to talk to it. Cameras watched it 24 hours a day. Scientists came in, but they were told to stay quiet. Some guards were scared. Some were curious. It hasn't moved much, one said. Maybe it's planning something, said another. But the alien did not move. It sat still. Its big eyes always open, always watching. They gave it food. It didn't eat. They asked questions. It didn't answer. So they made it a display. A few weeks later, the alien's cage was moved to a public center. Like a zoo. The government told the world. This creature came from another planet. We captured it. This is what happens when you threaten Earth. People came to see it. Some were scared. Some took photos. Some laughed. They knocked on the glass and shouted, "Hey, monster!" But the alien stayed still, quiet, calm, watching. One day a small girl came to see it. Her name was Lena. She was just 10 years old. She stood close to the glass. Her parents were talking to a soldier nearby. Lena looked into the alien's eyes. It looked back at her. She didn't scream. She didn't run. She just smiled and waved. Alien raised its hand slowly and waved back. After that day, Lena came every week. She sat near the cage. She brought a notebook. She drew pictures of the alien. She even showed it to him through the glass. The alien began to move more, not in a dangerous way, just watching her. Sometimes it made shapes on the glass with its finger, circles, stars. A planet. Guard started noticing. Why is it only reacting to her? Maybe it likes kids. Maybe it's tricking her. But Lena was not afraid. She talked to the alien as if it could understand. Do you have a name? She asked one day. The alien didn't answer, but its eyes moved. It placed its hand on the glass, exactly where her hand was. Something strange was happening. One night, after the center had closed, a guard saw something that shocked him. The alien was sitting in its cage, as always, but this time, it was drawing. Not just shapes. It was drawing Earth, and something coming towards it from space. A shadow, a wave. Something dark. And then, the alien did something no one expected. It placed its hand on the drawing, and started to cry. The guard called his superior. "Sir, the creature, it's not angry. It's sad." "Don't be fooled," the officer replied. "It's dangerous. Always remember that." The next day, Lena came again. This time, she brought a small flower. She placed it near the glass. The alien looked at it for a long time. Then, it closed. Its eyes as if remembering something. Maybe something from its home. Suddenly, lights in the room flickered. The air felt cold. The alien slowly stood up for the first time and dazed dot guards raised their weapons. Lena looked up. Confused, the alien moved one hand, not towards the guards, but towards her dot, and then, in a soft, broken voice, it spoke dot just one word: help. Asterisk. The room was dark. Only one light was on, the one above the alien's glass cage. Outside the room, soldiers talked in low voices. Cameras recorded every second. The alien hadn't moved again since it spoke that strange word. Help. Number. One believed it. They thought the sound was just noise, a trick, a random voice. But Lena heard it clearly. She knew what she heard. And deep in her heart, she felt something others didn't. This creature wasn't evil dot, it was scared. Lena sat on her bed that night, staring at the flower she had left for the alien. The center had returned it to her after her visit. It had changed. The petals, once red, were now glowing faint blue, like the alien's skin. She whispered to herself, "You're trying to tell me something, aren't you?" The next morning, Lena convinced her father, a military officer, to take her back. "I just want to see it again," she said softly. "You need to stop thinking about it, Lena," her father replied. "It's not your friend, it's not even human." But it didn't hurt anyone. He stayed quiet for a moment, then nodded. 5 minutes, that's all. The center was empty that day. No school groups. No tourists. Just a few guards standing. Bored near the exits. Lena walked toward the glass cage. Her small footsteps echoed in the hall. The alien was sitting again, motionless. Its eyes were closed. She stood silently, holding the flower in her hand. After a moment, the alien opened. Its eyes. It saw her and blinked twice, slowly. Then, it moved its hand and placed it gently on the glass. Lena did the same. Time passed. She began visiting often, every week, then twice a week. Guards noticed how the alien always reacted to her. It didn't respond. To adults, only her. She spoke to it like a friend. "Do you have a name? Do you miss your home? Why did you come here?" The alien never answered with words, but it drew shapes on the glass. One day, it drew a small figure, with long hair, like hers, standing beside a taller figure with glowing eyes. Lena smiled. "Is that me and you?" The alien tilted its head. A slow blink again. Yes. Not everyone was happy. One scientist, Dr. Cray, grew suspicious. He had been studying the alien's cage signals. "It's learning," he told the commander. "It understands emotion. It's watching us. Maybe it's copying the girl. What do you want to do?" "I want to run a stress test. Push its limits. See what it does when the girl is in danger." The commander shook his head. "It's still a child. We're not monsters." But Dr. Cray didn't listen. That evening, when Lena returned home, her mother found something strange in her bag. A small round object. It looked like a stone, but it pulsed softly with blue light. "Where did this come from?" she asked. "I don't know," Lena said honestly. "Maybe he gave it to me." The next day, alarms rang across the center. Cameras in the alien cell went black for 10 seconds. Just 10, but something had changed. A new image appeared on the glass wall. The alien had drawn a sky filled with stars, a small planet, and a massive black wave crashing over it. Underneath it, one word written in glowing lines: "Soon." Dr. Cray rushed to the cage. "What are you trying to say?" he shouted. "Is this a message? A warning? A lie?" The alien didn't move. So Dr. Cray made a choice. He ordered guards to bring the girl in, without her parents. "Let's see if it stays calm when she's scared." Lena stood near the cage, confused. "Why am I here again?" The lights were dim. Her hands were shaking. Suddenly loud sirens went off. The room turned red. The alien stood up fast, eyes glowing brighter than ever. It slammed its hands on the glass, not in anger, but in panic. Its voice came again, clearer. "Stop, danger, No, hurt, child. The glass cracked. Everyone froze. The alien stepped back, breathing hard. It looked at Lena. She looked back, tears in her eyes. "It's okay," she said. "I'm okay," and the alien fell to its knees. Later that night, security footage was reviewed. Something shocked the staff. During the blackout, the alien wasn't escaping. It was placing something in the cage corner. A small round object, glowing softly. The same one found in Lena's bag. The commander stared at the screen. Why would it give her something? No one answered, but Lena knew. He was trying to protect her. Long before the crash, long before the alien was locked in a glass cage, a signal had already reached Earth. But no one noticed. It came quietly. A strange frequency from deep space, buried under radio noise. It didn't speak in words. It spoke in rhythm, light, and math. Only one man noticed. Dr. Malik Rayan, an old scientist who worked alone in a forgotten lab under the city. He had been listening to space for 32 years and never heard anything like this. He wrote a warning to the government. They ignored it until the crash. Now Dr. Malik was gone. Disappeared. No one knew why. No one asked. His lab was sealed. But inside that lab, behind a rusted metal door, hidden files still blinked on a dusty old screen, and they were about the alien. Back at the research center, Lena sat on a bench outside the glass room. She looked tired, her eyes red from crying. Her father stood next to her, angry and confused. "No more visits," he said. "They used you to test it." "That's not right. You're just a child." "But it tried to protect me," she whispered. "You saw it." "It didn't want to hurt anyone." He didn't reply. He had seen it. And for the first time, he wasn't sure what the alien really was. Inside the cage, the alien sat still again. Something had changed. It was not weak anymore. Its eyes were sharper, its movements more focused. The glowing lines on its skin now pulsed like a heartbeat. The guards noticed. "It's stronger. It's watching more. It knows something." Late that night, a scientist entered the cage room alone. Not Dr. Cray, someone different. A quiet man named Dr. Len, who always kept to himself. He had found a hidden code inside the alien's drawings. He believed they weren't just pictures. They were maps, warnings. Dr. Len placed a small screen on the glass and whispered, "Can you understand me?" The alien looked up. It stood. Its hand moved to the glass. And then it began drawing again, fast, smooth lines. Dr. Len watched in silence. What appeared was a large circle, a planet, Earth. Then, small shapes in orbit. Not human satellites. Ships. Hundreds of them, heading toward Earth. Dr. Len gasped. "You're not here to attack." The alien stepped back and touched its own chest. Then, it drew another planet, dark, cracked, burning. Its home. Gone. Destroyed. At that moment, Dr. Cray entered the room. He saw the drawings. He pulled Dr. Len aside. "Erase everything, now." "But no buts, no warnings, no stories. This creature is a threat. That's what the world must believe." He looked at the alien, then whispered to a guard, "Make sure this doctor doesn't speak again." By morning, Dr. Len was gone. The drawings were wiped clean, and the cage lights were turned up to full brightness, so the alien couldn't see outside clearly anymore. But it didn't stop drawing. It scratched images into the floor. Again and again. Black wave, a falling sky. Earth in flames. That day, Lena's father received a small envelope at his desk. No name, no message. Inside it, a USB drive. He plugged it into his laptop and found hidden footage. Dr. Len's last video. His voice was shaking. "If you're seeing this, I'm probably gone. The alien is not here to harm us. It came to warn us. The drawings, they show an invasion. Not by them, by something else. Something worse. We have little time." The file ended. Lena's father sat still for a long time. Then he stood up. and went to find his daughter. Later that evening, Lena returned to the cage one last time. She looked at the alien dot, and for the first time, it spoke again. 2 words. Not perfect, but clear. More. Coming. Asterisk before the alarms. Before the shouting. Before the glass shattered. There was silence. A deep, heavy silence. Like the air was waiting for something. In the middle of the night, the research center was almost empty. Only 2 guards sat near the alien's cage, yawning, drinking coffee. The security screen. The alien was still, just like always, but the camera missed something. A thin crack in the glass, not from force, but from inside. In her bedroom, Lena couldn't sleep. She kept staring at the small glowing object the alien had left her. The one everyone ignored. Tonight, it was flashing faster. Blue, blue. Red. She touched it gently. Suddenly, a soft voice filled her room, not a scream. Not a language. Just a feeling. Fear. Warning. Back at the facility, a soldier opened a door and frowned. Something was wrong. The hallway lights were flickering. The air smelled strange, like burning wires and cold metal. He reached for his radio. No signal. He stepped toward the alien room. And stopped. The glass cage was empty. Alarms exploded. Containment breach. Subject 1 is loose. Seal all exits. Red lights filled the halls. Steel doors slammed shut. Soldiers ran in every direction. Scientists screamed. Some hid. But the alien was not attacking. Security footage showed it moving fast, too fast, but avoiding people. Slipping past guards. Never hurting anyone. It had one goal. Find the girl. At that same moment, Lena's father was speeding through empty roads. In a black car. He had seen the footage. He knew the truth now, and he knew the alien was trying to escape. The lies. Not the building. Not the planet. The lies. The alien reached the outer lab. The one where its ship remains were stored. It stood still in front of the broken parts. Glowing pieces. Sharp metal. Wires. Sparks. It knelt down and placed both hands on the floor. Everything went dark for 2 seconds. Then light. A map appeared in the air. A hologram. Earth. The moon. And something else approaching. Fast. Too fast. Soldiers rushed in with weapons. Don't move. Step away from the panel. Now. The alien looked at them. Then slowly raised its hands. Surrender? No. Protect. Suddenly, behind the soldiers, a loud crash. One of the walls broke open, not from inside, but outside. Lena stood there, covered in dust, out of breath, holding the glowing object high in her hand. Don't hurt him, she shouted. He's not running, he's warning us. The soldiers paused. The alien turned to her and did something strange. It smiled, just a small, sad curve of the mouth. Almost human. Then it pointed to the map. The wave was closer now. Dr. Cray stormed in. Take the girl away. Detain the creature. Shoot if necessary. But Lena's father stepped forward. No more lies. He held up a file. Dr. Lens. Video. The truth was out. They want help, not war. But it was too late. The map showed the countdown. 96 hours. Then Earth would see what the alien had already seen. The alien placed its hand on a piece of its ship. The lights dimmed. The air grew cold, and the ship, or what was left of it, began to glow again. Everyone stepped back. Is it repairing it? No. It's activating something. A low hum filled the room. Strange symbols floated in the air. Then the alien turned to Lena. In a quiet voice, still learning English, it said, together, or none. It didn't begin with war. It began with a whisper in space. A signal, small, cold, and ancient, drifting from galaxy to galaxy, wherever it landed. Silence followed. Not peace. Destruction. The alien knew this signal. Had heard it before. It had seen its world fall because of it. And now that same signal was coming. Here. To Earth. Inside the broken lab. The alien stood near its damaged ship. Soldiers watched from behind steel shields. Scientists whispered. Lena stood beside her father, holding the glowing object tight in her hand. No one dared speak. The air was heavy, not with fear, but truth. The alien touched one metal piece of the ship. Then another. Soft blue lines lit up. They connected like nerves under skin. The ship responded, not fully, but enough. And then a voice. Not the aliens. A hologram. It appeared in the air. Big, tall, flickering. An image of a planet, cracked in half. Floating cities, burning, and a dark wave. Not water, but something alive. Machines, crawling through the stars like insects. Black, cold, endless. Everyone stared, frozen. A message played in a strange language. The alien translated, slowly, in broken English. They come not to conquer. They come to erase. No mercy, no reason. They move from light into shadow. Dr. Cray stepped forward, pale now. What are they? The alien responded with just 2 words, world eaters. Lena gasped. Everyone in the room fell silent. The alien touched the ship again. New images showed 12 planets. All gone. No survivors. One of them looked like Earth. Same oceans. Same clouds. But now black. And quiet. They killed your world, Lena whispered. The alien nodded once. It showed one final image. The last memory of its people. Children running. A giant wall of shadow. A mother turning to shield her child. And then white noise. The alien looked down. It didn't need to speak. Everyone understood. The soldiers slowly lowered their guns. This creature wasn't a weapon. It was a witness. A messenger. A warning. Suddenly, the ground shook. Lights flickered, and from the far side of the building, a radar screen started beeping. Dr. Cray ran to it. What is that? A technician whispered. Something entered our solar system. Multiple objects. Fast, big. How many? The answer came in a whisper. Hundreds. The alien turned back to Lena. Eyes glowing softly. Voice low but clear. Time finished. Lena looked at her father. What do we do? The alien raised its hand and pointed to its ship. One last piece glowed brighter than the rest. A cube. It floated out slowly and hovered in the air. A soft hum. The alien touched Lena's hand. The cube responded, pulsing with new light. And then the alien said, together we build, together we fight, or Earth will fall like mine. Lena's father stepped forward. A soldier no more, now a believer. Asterisk. Tell us what to do. Asterisk. Before every war, there is a decision. Not made by generals, not written in books, but made in the hearts of people. To run. To fight. Or to believe in something bigger than fear. The world was no longer quiet. Satellites had picked up the objects, hundreds of them, moving through space. Like a silent swarm. Governments called emergency. Meetings, screens flashed red. Some said it was a lie. Some said it was the end, and some listened. Inside the military base, the alien stood near the half-repaired ship. Its energy was fading. Its skin glowed less, but its eyes stayed strong. Beside it stood Lena, now known across the world. People called her the girl who touched the unknown. News reports spread. Alien not hostile, warns of greater threat. Leaked footage shows Earth in danger. Child becomes key to alien communication. But not everyone believed it. In a dark office, leaders argued. He's using the girl. It's a trap. We should destroy the creature now. But one voice broke the noise. Lena's father, now wearing his uniform again, not to fight the alien, but to protect it. I saw the truth, he said. I watched its world die. If we don't stand with it now, we'll be next. In secret labs, scientists worked day and night, using the cube the alien gave to Lena. It wasn't just power. It was knowledge. New symbols, energy fields, and tech. no human had seen before. The alien taught without speaking, through light, thought, memory. Build these, it said, pointing to simple blueprints. Shields, satellites, signals. Earth had 7 days before the swarm reached orbit. But the first weapon they needed was not metal. It was trust. Some countries refused to help, others sent soldiers to guard the alien. A few even tried to steal the ship parts. In one moment, Earth was united. In the next, divided again. But something unexpected happened. People, not governments, began to rise. Farmers, students, coders, pilots, mothers. All sharing, building, helping. Across the globe, blueprints leaked. Old factories lit up again. Children painted signs. We believe. Stand with the alien. Save our sky. In the lab, Lena sat beside the alien. She was tired, but not scared. You gave us a chance, she whispered. We won't waste it. The alien slowly turned its head and placed something new. In her hand, a metal bracelet, glowing, warm, and humming softly. She looked at it. What is this? The alien replied in slow, clear English, Leader's light. Meanwhile, the radar room beeped again. The ships were closer, too close. One general asked, will Earth survive this? Lena's father answered, that depends on our choice. In the sky, new lights began to appear, human satellites. Now powered by alien tech. A signal was set across space, not to attack, but to say, we are ready. Somewhere in the cold dark between planets, the swarm slowed, changed direction slightly. It had heard them. Earth was no longer silent, and silence was what the swarm hated most. Back in the lab, the alien looked at Lena one last time, eyes dimming. Voice soft. I fall, you rise. And with that, it collapsed. Everyone rushed in. Doctors, scientists, soldiers. Lena ran to its side, crying, no, please, not now. But as her tears touched the alien's hand, the bracelet on her wrist lit up. And the ship's engine began to glow again. Alien was still, but its gift was alive. Now the choice was no longer just Earth's. It was hers. In every story of war, there comes a moment when the world goes quiet. Not because the enemy has left, but because hope takes its first breath. Lena stood alone in the command center. Tears dried on her cheeks. Her small hand still gripped the alien's, now cold, lifeless. The lights of the ship glowed behind her. The bracelet on her wrist hummed like a heartbeat. But the alien was gone. Across the world, people watched her face on screens. A child. Not a warrior. But today, she was the signal. The answer to one question. Would humanity stand or surrender? The swarm had arrived. Black dots filled the sky. Not stars, but machines. They came in silence. No fire, no sound. Just motion. Cold. Calculated. Certain. The world eaters. Inside the ship, something stirred. The alien's final gift. Not a weapon, but a bond. Its memories began to pulse through the cube and into Lena's mind. She didn't see words. She saw images. A mother alien shielding her child. A world drowning in shadow. And then Earth, but this time, fighting back. The cube responded to Lena's fear. But more to her courage. It activated fully. Machines hummed. Metal shifted. The ship, long broken, began to change, grow, complete itself. Not for the alien, but for her. Engineers and soldiers stood in shock. She's powering the ship? She's not even trained. She's just a child. But her father spoke. No, she's not just a child. She's the reason we still have a choice. In the sky, the first wave of swarm ships entered Earth's orbit. Lasers cut through clouds. Satellites tried to fight back, but human tech alone wasn't enough. One by one, they fell. Then Lena raised her hand. The bracelet glowed. The ship followed. It lifted from the ground, smooth, silent, full of new energy. Lena stepped forward, eyes locked on the sky. I'm not running, she said. I'm answering. The ship's new systems launched. Energy shields over major cities. Pulse cannons guided by human minds. Defense drones flying in global patterns. But something even greater happened. Humanity, all over the world, began to move as one. Countries dropped borders. Soldiers shared commands. Civilians turned factories into control rooms. No one asked, who's in charge? They only asked, what can I do? That was humanity's power. Not stronger ships. Not smarter minds, but a heart that kept beating, even in fear. The battle began. Swarm versus Earth. Fire lit the sky. Steel met steel. Skies turned gold and red. And in the middle of it all, Lena flew. Not alone. The ship responded to her thoughts, her courage, her memories of the alien. She saw its world fall. She would not let Earth follow, one by one. Swarm ships fell. Explosions in space. Cheering in bunkers, for the first time. The swarm hesitated. It had never lost before, but now it faced something it couldn't predict. A world that refused to kneel. Inside her ship, Lena whispered, for him. For us, for every world that never had the chance to fight. Then she saw it. The core of the swarm. A massive black structure, hidden behind the front line. She flew toward it. Soldiers shouted, that's suicide. But she knew, this is the heart. Break it, and we end this. She reached it. The ship glowed brighter than ever, the aliens. Tech now one with her. She touched the final control on her panel. Goodbye, my friend, she said. And then she pressed it. The explosion was silent. A flash across the stars. Then, quiet. The swarm stopped. Froze. Fell. The sky cleared. Back on Earth, people watched in awe. No more red lights. No more warnings, just sunlight. And a voice on every screen. Lena's voice. Tired, soft, but smiling. We made our choice. Weeks later, statues were raised, not of soldiers, but of a child. And an alien. Hands touching through glass. Under it, just one line. He warned us. She believed. We stood. And in a quiet place, far from cities, a small cube still glows. Waiting. Just in case the stars grow dark again.